Activists all over the world are believed to be fighting for the fundamental rights of its citizens against abuse by government, individuals or group of persons. But in a situation where people now embrace activism as a source of income and survival, cause for concern. In this report, our correspondent Dele Fason takes a look at activism in Nigeria, its challenges and the role of government in it. The report.
From the days of Nadeku during the military era, when the likes of late Gani Fawayimi, Beko Ransom Kuti, Pa Abraham Adesanya, and the current Nigerian President Bola Tinubu stood their ground to say no against human rights abuses, Nigerians saw a generation of people that were ready to sacrifice their lives until the present-day democracy where everyone is now an activist as long as it puts food on the table. Speaking on activism in Nigeria, some legal practitioners, political analysts and rights activists expressed their views on the present state of activism.
Activism in Nigeria is getting to a stage where we are no longer sure of where we will be tomorrow. Of course, the society now sees some activists as being commercial activists. But I can say it for free here that there are some genuine activists out there. People have the passion. They have the passion to fight for justice, to fight for the betterment of the lives of the masses.
I wouldn't think that activism is completely ruled out in our system, only that the tempo has gone down. And the reasons why the tempo has gone down is because today the social media space has been messed up with a lot of youth who call themselves content creator, and these persons are not really speaking to the issues in the society. They are more or less concerned with making money from TikTok and some other social media.
Activists in Nigeria can no longer bite because of government patronage. There is what we call the divide and rule tactics. This is a tactic that the government has used to infiltrate the ranks of human rights activists across the country. For instance, in Delta State, there are people that when you start raising constructive questions, interrogating the assumptions of the government as regards low developmental capacities, there are people the government use to come and attack you.
On the challenges and role of government as a stumbling block, the former MBA welfare officer calls for a return of genuine activism amid intimidation from government.
How do we bring back genuine activism to this country? How do we? Unfortunately, I don't know. It's going to be a Herculean task. Why am I saying so? It's because the economic situation of the average Nigerian is really terrible. Hunger is pursuing everybody to go and meet government, seek for government patronage. I'm telling you the truth. What my eyes have seen, I cannot even say it out there.
There's also the issue of intimidation from government. Government uses its agencies and instruments to intimidate people. And so when people look at what happens to those who have walked the line before, they're a little bit worried as to what, not to get too much involved in matters like that. So social media is not dead. Activism is not dead, but the tempo has gone down.
In bringing out the days of late Gani Fawayimi, we must understand that we have to be fearless. This was a man that encompasses the position of fearlessness. We have to be passionate about what we are doing. We have to be purposeful. We have to be determined. We have to be dedicated. We have to be disciplined. And we have to be devoted to the call of activism.
There is no denying the fact that for there to be checks and balances on any government policies, activists must put the commercial activism behind them and think of what they can do for the betterment of the country and not for their personal gains in achieving the Nigeria of our dreams. From Delta State, Dele Fason reporting for Galaxy News.